Well, hello everyone. This is Jamie Lewis, Badass Class. We're going to be talking everything traffic, okay? We're going to be talking about getting traffic to your funnel. All right, so let's do this. So here we have an ad on YouTube being shown, and then there's a retargeting, let's call it a funnel, okay? After that, then you've got them going into some other place, EverWebinar, or say for instance it's a squeeze page and there's a video or something like that. Not really a squeeze page. Better have a really good page if you're doing some Google ads. Anyway, so you might have something like that. Now, people are opting in there. They're going into your autoresponder. Now in the autoresponder, there's automations, which then have basically a funnel. And these are tagged with, did they buy it or not? Because if they didn't buy it, then they're going to get different things. They get these. If they bought it, they'll be like, hey, do you want this upsell? So there are different emails getting sent out. So you got that funnel. And then you've got, see, I just want to put this in perspective because we're going to be talking about all traffic, okay? Well, you know, being thorough. So they come through here and some of them don't buy, they're subscribers, but some of them buy. And then they go into, you know, sales official offer after they've gone through some stuff. Boom, buy something. Say let's, you know, it's $10, $100, some type of price point like that in between. So then there's upsells. Immediate upsells, OTOs, okay? And that's that. It's usually, that portion of it is usually digital products, okay? SaaS, digital products, stuff that, or databases, ebooks, programs, sometimes a bunch of webinar masterminds, but it's low-priced stuff, pretty much. It's not like $10,000 or something, okay? $20,000. $100,000, $1 million. That this is more, you know, you could have a good $2,000 product or $4,000 product, but you know, it's not like $10,000 a month. You know, you get my drift. So then after that, that's when all that stuff happens. Okay, and you got your phone guys, you've got all this back end high ticket stuff going on. Okay, so that's the architecture. They're also like the food groups, okay? What happens to you if you never have steak or meat? You will become a girly boy. No, I'm just joking. Oh, this is horrible. I'm very girly anyway. So all right. So God, I gotta edit these things out. Maybe, I don't know. All right, you get my drift. You gotta have the 4 food groups or the 5 food groups. You gotta have your paid ads. You gotta have, you know, but a lot of the time you'd have, you know, these phone guys would be over here. There's some outreach, right? And sometimes it would be very simple. It would be going into a Facebook group or something, or it would go into EverWebinar and there's a webinar. But it's usually like this type of stuff is going to be happening. You're going to have follow-ups. You know, you should have email follow-ups. Although in the beginning, when I started, I did the first 5 years without email marketing. True story. And I bought a BMW 645. I had all this money. I was doing straight, just direct linking. I didn't know what an OTO was or anything. I was just traffic affiliate link. You know what I mean? So yeah, you could do that, but why would you? The minute I learned this, it went 10x. All right. All right. So we're done talking about that. Let's talk about traffic now. Okay. We're going to talk solely about this area because you guys probably are familiar with this and building a funnel. You probably have your own funnel, right? I was talking with my sister, Cindy Donovan. I don't know if you've heard of her, but I was talking to her about the different methods of traffic and how many of them there really are. There's like over, I mean, I could probably name 150 traffic methods and keep going. So anyway, let's start with YouTube, Facebook ads, okay, Facebook ads, talk about Medium, This was YouTube ads. I have that one really big because I'm really good with YouTube ads. That's my thing. Been doing that. I love YouTube ads. Straight up, YouTube ads, Google ads, but with a video campaign. Love it. I love video. All right, so anyway, Medium, that's like blogging, it's like SEO, and we're going to get into that. And then you've got YouTube ads, which is running a YouTube video, or you could do just straight up Google ads. That's how I started. In fact, when I started, that was the only thing besides Craigslist, that was the only way that I knew how to get traffic. That was my first traffic source besides affiliates selling my own stuff. True story. So Google ads is dope, and I recommend it. You'll also keep your account, or you'll open up another account there and have it for a long time. That's happened to me, admittedly. All right, so Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Medium. Now I want to talk about something that is what I talk about in my hypey sales videos, and that is Estabot, that strategy on Estabot, estabot.com, okay? And this is so crazy. I actually learned it after doing this like a laboratory guinea pig for years and years and years, and I didn't know about it. I was doing Estabot and doing domaining for a long time, and I didn't know about this one strategy where you can buy a domain and make $100, sell that domain, buy the domain there, buy the domain name there, and then that's it. You make $100. The domain itself sells, you price it at $100, and it sells for $100, or you could $50. The cheaper the better, actually. It costs $10 and you sell it for $50 or $100, and that's it. Now what's the catch, Jamie? Here's the catch. Buy it from Estabot or from the control panel that we are always constantly working on. We got to make sure the API is working and you guys are able to use it. It's really tough though, because that's coming direct from the source. So I'm telling you, if you wanted to go direct to the source, you get an Estabot account, or you could rely on us with us trying to get you that drop list all the time, which happens, okay? We will do some domaining. Don't worry. I mean, one way or another through one of the bonus masterminds, you know, I'm like, hey, everyone come to we'll be doing it together. All right, so anyway, yeah, where was I? So yeah, it's one of the really cool ways of getting traffic. And sometimes it's not just selling that domain at 1 in the morning when it first comes out and everyone else in the drop list is looking and they're like, oh wow, it's only $100. Boom, that's how it happens. But I'm gonna move on now. We're talking about traffic, and we want to learn how to get traffic to your funnel or whatever you've spent your time setting up, right? So when you get yourself sometimes a domain in there, and you can do a search. You can do like, what's your niche? Marketing, divorce lawyer, whatever. You do a search on that drop list, on the available drop list in the expired drop list in Estabot or through Goldmine Seeker, and you'll register the domain, and it already has traffic because the domain, and it's Shoe Money. You guys heard of Shoe Money? He's a famous internet marketer. He has this famous story. I talk about this in the same webinar in Immediate Money. You're like, Jamie, keep bringing up the story, but Shoe Money's the man. He bought an expired domain that was like algore.com or something like that after Al Gore lost. And it had crazy traffic, and he made a whole bunch of money with AdSense, right? AdSense is like where Google pays you if you help them advertise people's ads. So you can also purchase a domain, and this will send the traffic, okay? So all these are different traffic methods. That's the expired domain name traffic. If I had a funnel and I was like, all right, I'm done with my product, now it's time to advertise, right? I would set up a little infrastructure for advertising first. And what I mean by that is I'd set up a JV page, right? And the JV page has an affiliate program, stuff like that. Like, you know, you always think about it like, well, I'm just one person. You get a bunch of other people sending the traffic. Then you make it 10 times, 20 times, 30 times more. And you can do that as an affiliate. and they've got just set up a special JVs in your accounts, right? JV contracts and stuff, and you guys, one person has one task, another person has the other task. Anyway, so yeah, so you're setting up the infrastructure, you're getting ready to advertise what you've set up here, and the first step would be to do exactly that. So do the JV page, but you're also going to open up a Medium account. You're going to open up a YouTube, a Google account, and that's also not only YouTube, but it's also Google Ads. And then you're going to open up your business manager, open up a business manager with Facebook ads. Let's talk about TikTok too. Where have I been? That's something I love, and I just got started with it too. So this, super easy, and TikTok ads, amazing. Like how this and this used to be. It's the new, it's probably going to become shittier, but get on it now, because you guys check out mine as an example. I just started, and it's popping off. Not just the content either. It's just the immediate, like, hello there, new network, and everyone's just like, they're addicted. It's very addicting, and so you got a lot of crazy stuff, comments and sales and leads and good stuff. All right, so that's the next step. Remember I mentioned I'm going to set up some infrastructure. I'm going to do a JV page and recruit affiliates and do joint venture, have them promote my products and my funnels and all this stuff, right? Well, there's also set up the accounts rather than just set up your own web pages and stuff like that to get ready for traffic. Or you might have a page that has a domain portfolio or something like that on it, whatever. But that's the next step, is to make sure you open up all these accounts. So those are some recommendations, and these are aside from affiliate sending traffic at me or whatever. These are some things that really come to mind that I use a lot. Expired domains, you might not believe it, but when I'm blowing up, when I need that extra juice to a promotion or to get eyeballs on a brand new account, and I'm trying, I'm uploading videos somewhere and I'm trying to get some push, I'll log into GoDaddy and I'll forward these expired, I'll have domains, and I forward those shits directly, you know what I'm saying, to the video or something like that to try to get some extra eyeball. I'm serious, I'm crazy. Like I'll be like, oh, I need everything right there, right now, putting this on. And you rely, that's the thing, is you opened up the accounts, and then you uploaded you wrote an article on Medium, and you have a few videos that are ranking on YouTube ads that are like, you target a certain keyword, right? That's the great thing, is once you do that work, you're always going to be able to monetize with it, and you're always going to be able to redirect the links. And so that's what I do a lot of the time, is I'll be like, or I'm going to, the traffic isn't flowing enough there or something, that thing's dying, I'll give it some juice, boom, 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 and you're just like printing money. It's freaking amazing, like serious. So yeah, I would say that's some very good advice. So anyway, so yeah, that's the next step, is now start to do some content. Now, just remember, there's a few rules. One of the obvious rules is keep it relevant. If you have a YouTube channel, if you do upload a video where it's like, hey, I'm going to be doing movie reviews here, right? The next video you do movie reviews. The next video you do movie reviews. And then you're like, I'm getting tired of doing movie reviews. So I want to be like one of these ClickBank marketer people who promote like dog training. You know what I mean? Open up a new YouTube ads called Dogmaster. Straight up. And then get the dogmaster.com domain and go to Fiverr and get a logo for it. Dogmaster. Bam. Hit up YouTube. Dogmaster, just like, be like a psycho with it, like, all right, here's a new video, but good videos too. And you're just like putting everything into it. You're just like, yo, I got this dog, and then you go and talk to the neighbor and you film with boom, you blow up fast. Now, the great thing that happens is then you have, before you know it, you go to a family barbecue and the mean old aunt walks up to you and says, what are you up to? Dating my daughter. And you're like, oh, I'm glad you asked. I just got 16,000 subscribers this month to my new YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel? You're a YouTuber? Yes. What is it called? Dog Master. Dog Master? Really? You have Dog Master? Yep. And 16,000 subscribers, and I did my first promotion. And what was the promotion for? Well, I was promoting a webinar for a dog trainer. You know, Caesar, the dog trainer? Well, he has an affiliate program. Really? How much is his product? It's $3,500, and so I get commissions. So I sold about 25 of them. 25. Yeah, I made about $55,000 in the last 2 weeks. I got another promotion next week. Now, that was only possible because you did that. Remember all that crazy shit I was trying to tell you guys to do in the beginning of the, you know, like 5 minutes ago, where I was like, yo, run over to the neighbor's house and film the dog or whatever? Dude, it's worth it. Look, I'm not teaching you how to make $50 here and there. You might as well go to Fiverr. I'm teaching you how to make money like that. Okay, let's be realistic. It's not falling out of the sky, but it's actually really fun and really easy. Like, if I've tried to get people to film the lifestyle here. Like, you guys would be so entertained. It's ridiculous. All right? I enjoy, the main thing is I have so much fun with what I do. Like, this is just, you know, she's doing, have you heard that blender? This entire time I've been teaching, she's doing a blender, like she's like mixing up margaritas, like straight up. And in here, I got the shades down, everything. I'm having fun. I don't need to drink margaritas right now. I'm teaching some traffic. And that's the lifestyle and that's only possible if you think this way, okay? So, look, obviously you don't need to work that hard, crazy Caesar the dog trainer type of material. You could do, here's the other side to it, is a lot of the time I go all out with something, right? Like, I will admit, Badass Class has not made as much money as some ridiculously stupid things that I got involved with. Seriously, like, I've worked really hard on Badass Class and it's doing well, but I mean, I've done $1.5 million in a week in sales, and the product was built by someone else. Like, all I literally did was use my recips, my connections, and a sales video, like me representing it. Not much work. Like, so it gets crazy, like, I mean, those types of numbers I haven't even told you about yet. So just know that, look, we can talk about this all day. I love talking about all this stuff too, closing, leads, all that. And then the automations, it's really fun too. Like, depending on, it's like a choose your own adventure thing. I could talk about it all day. I could talk about conversion, the headlines on your pages, the copy, the presentation, the sales videos, But, this video is supposed to be all about traffic. Now, with that being said, to my defense, you need to know what type of traffic, what you're doing here, depending on this, okay? So this all does kind of go together. Like, this is going to dictate the way you should promote this stuff, because sometimes you've worked really hard on something with the thought or the idea that, you're going to just do Facebook ads. Like, oh yeah, we're going to do this business model and we're just going to run Facebook ads. We're working, because retargeting campaigns for Facebook ads with videos and stuff, be a lot of work. You know what I mean? So, straight up, here's the other side to it. I'm going to give you some relief here. Okay, super easy stuff again. One of the easiest things that ever comes to mind, one of the craziest examples, it was really cool, was I watched a movie one time. And I was watching it at like 5 o'clock in the p.m. And it was this cult movie. It was like this documentary done by a woman, a young woman, who had this very alternative point of view that you wouldn't, expect. You'd be like, oh, that was fascinating seeing her change her viewpoints and stuff. It was, and she's a talented filmmaker. Anyway, it was really good. And I was like, wow, I got a webinar. I finished the movie, and then I'm like, I got a webinar. I go on there. I'm like, hey, guys, I just saw this crazy movie. I was like, why don't we just promote it right now like that? This is really, really cool. So I opened up a new YouTube account in front of everyone. I was like, all right, guys, I'll show you how to do this then. That'll be fun, right? So I opened up a new YouTube account and I called it like Review Debate. Review Debate, all right? And all in all, long story short, it was a brand new YouTube account, no promotion whatsoever. And the review was me talking over, I mean, it was so lame. The one video on this channel, right? A text edit document. And I had just these big black sentences that were like, the director, the plot, what happens. It was literally like that. Like, it was like, oh crap, this isn't really going to work. I'm on a webinar and I'm not concentrating. This is going to be rushed and really lame. And I got to talk with all these other people. This is a true story. So I upload it. And this was only a couple years ago. Like, look at the date. Look up the video, right? And it was Red Pill. That's what it's called. Red Pill Review, I think. I think you'll find it that way. So it was a really cool little case study. Here I am live on the webinar, not planning to do this. And we had the link, signed up, got the Amazon link for commissions to sell this movie. I'm serious. Look at the video. Comments all the way down under this stupid video. The comments all the way down. Look at the comments. They're all like, yo, you're the man. Like 100% positive feedback. And it took like literally half an hour to do that. Like, it was real time. There's like no edits. And then you're selling the movie. I mean, and that's literally just what you have to do over and over again. You know what I mean? That's the other side of things. Like, you don't need to work like 3 months on something. You can like literally be like, oh, what am I going to promote? But that's the thing, is make sure it's targeted in, you got your targeting down. If you're doing medium, make sure that you're kind of riding the wave of a keyword, all right? That's all about that. Like, don't think that people are just going to find you or something some way. Like, you're actually floating in space. You need a rope swing to a space station or some type of, I don't know, spaceship to go back and forth. Seriously, like, you just be floating around if you don't have any propellant. You don't have any propellant on the internet at all right? So it's like, you got to drive it. Then you should work on this first. You know what I mean? Work on the traffic first. Build it, just start doing that first, and then figure out all the monetization after. I'm serious. People work on the monetization way too much. You know what I'm saying? So as I was saying, there's like 150 other traffic methods. Are you guys ready for all of them? This would be a very, very long video. All right, but I'm willing to go. So I'm going to jump in. All right, look, I just love experimenting for 20 years now. Internet marketing, experimenting. One time, my friend needed a job. He saw me buy the Beamer. And he was like, yeah, I need a job. I was like, all right. I was like, I want to test out this campaign. And so I made this sign, like with poster board. And I put a cord through the poster board. So on one side it would be a board, and the other side it would be a board. And it said, get free gas. Your gas comes free now. Go to biodiesel.com. And it went to a ClickBank offer. It just forwarded directly to the ClickBank offer. And I said, go stand at the highway off-ramp. This is at like Northern Boulevard, Queens. I was like, oh, I'll see you later. And I dumped him off there for 4 hours. And he also had the things, the flyers that we printed out. So I drove up and I was like, yo, how'd you do? It's $10 an hour. He was like, yo, I'll work for $10 an hour. So it was like $40. So I paid him $40, and he at the highway off ramp, and he promoted the shit. He was out of flyers, and then everyone else. He said that when I actually drove up to get him, he was talking with like 2 people. So it could be pretty powerful. I really don't remember the results. I think it was like lackluster. Like, we never did it again. It was like, well, but we got like leads or whatever, clicks or couple clicks, broke even or so, like his friend bought it or something, you know what I mean? But I mean, I've done a lot of experiments like that and they don't work. Something that does work is a Craigslist. You want some traffic? Craigslist. Go on there and ask a question. That's funny. Go on the gigs. That's one of the easy ones too. You have to pay for it now, but it's a really good traffic generation model. We're talking like you go into New York City gigs, like computer gigs. You say, hey, anyone want to work from home? Email me. Straight up. You'll get like 200 emails. Yeah, I want to work from home. Come on, no excuses. All right. So, but anyway, that's the thing. I mean, you guys can buy solos. This is a really good thing for you. Run your solos through a type form. Try that. And then at the end of the type form, you could have your offer instead of just a squeeze. Because sometimes them solo ad guys will be like, I'm not doing that. You know why? Because when they send it and that first, they go name, email, and then there's all these other questions. You can't fake that. So the fake solo ad sellers won't send the traffic, right? So yeah, try it. I got a solo guy. There was 2 guys, I remember. I was like, I'm going to try this. And there was 2 guys who denied my order, right? And then my friend, my guy I know, he was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, no problem. I've never done that before. And he did it, and there was crazy. That's how I had some of those surveys where it was like, have you ever done this before? And stuff like that. And then, 2 weeks later or something, send out another one, and it's like, have you had any results? They're like, yes, I actually did. Like, that's where I got like, yes, wow. You know what I mean? Something like that. But try that. Try that, and you'll get the whole survey. Like, you could have questions, like all these different questions: how long you've been doing it, what are your skill sets, are you a newbie, advanced, that type of stuff. And so send solos there, and then the thank you page after they go through the survey goes to the offer. So you not only get leads, right? For those who don't know what I'm talking about, a solo ad is where you pay someone who has an email list to send traffic, and they'll charge you by the clicks. Like, it'll be like 40 cents a click. So, it'd be like, hey, so a typical, what do you call it, rapport, or I can't think of the word, sorry, brain fart. But a typical conversation between you and a solo person would be like, how much? And he'd be like, how much you want, right? And you'd be like, 500 clicks. And he'll be like, all right, that'll be $150. That's 500 clicks from an email list. Send them through a type form, right? Question. Thank you page. Affiliate link, bam. Now, this type form, you can use Zapier to zap them into your SendLane account or your Aweber account. That's right. Get responses, all right. Even though me and them, we have had our problems, I still have respect for Get Response. My Polish brothers and sisters. All right, so anyway, yeah, so do you guys dig this, right? You guys ain't gonna be, you're not gonna fail. I mean, there's no way that you could not succeed. Why is so many double negatives? I don't know, but you get my drift. You guys are gonna do awesome with this. This is the real deal, okay? Now, this is everything you can do if you don't have your own product. I went affiliate marketing style. I was like, yeah, that's not fair. Jamie, don't tell them about like how, if you really want to do big things, you got to build your own product. Look, that's like millions of dollars. You don't need millions of dollars at first. When I first got started, I read a book just like you guys. It was like called Get Rich Online or something like that, And it was like, oh, this thing called Google AdWords, right? I was like, Google AdWords. Oh, yeah, pay Google. That's what it was called back then, 2004. And so they were like, oh, yeah, you can send traffic from, you can pay per click, and it explained, right? And I'm just remembering how stupid, I didn't know what how stupid it sounded to me, but I got it. I was like, wow, because then it said you can get an affiliate commission promoting other people's products. I was like, and it was like, all you have to do is pay Google to send the traffic at that link. I was like, oh my God, this is a hack. This is a life hack. Oh my God. And I was like, I know that works. And I knew it. And so when it didn't work, I was like, oh, I'm just doing something wrong. I got to be doing something wrong. You know what I mean? And that's how it was. And then I got a commission for a psychic network thing on ClickBank. It was amazing. That was my first sale. Now, admittedly, at the same time, I knew what ClickBank was from like 2 weeks ago. Because I had just gotten the internet. I just learned internet. And I'm navigating around, and I thought AOL was the internet, right? And I was like, how do I sell my beats? How do I sell my music? And I found ClickBank. And I actually even, I think, signed up for ClickBank. But then I read this book, and it was like, oh, you know, you could get an affiliate commission from ClickBank. I was like, I just signed up at ClickBank. Oh, my God. You know, it was like that. So sure enough, I mean, I was like, I told the family members, I was like, nah, I'm on to something. I'm on to something. Leave me alone. They're like, oh, wait, maybe I could give him your resume if you'd like. No, I don't think so. All right? It's like that. It's like you find out about this stuff, man, it's crazy. But you guys got to put in the work. People have gotten a little bit like, you know, I mean, if you could decide which of these business models are for you, but I would just say go for it. You know what I mean? Jump in. But brand it first. Don't get caught up in the technicals first. Do the creative, like, oh, what am I going to name myself? You know, have fun. You know, and if you have a budget to spend, go to Fiverr and get like a cool little cyborg dog done for that dog. What was it called? Dog Master? Or, yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Get a little logo. You know, so the angry aunt at the barbecue, you'd be like, oh, I got a Dog Master. That's right. You know what I mean? So, all right. So anyway, back to the traffic, guys. All right. So we talked about expired domain names. We talked about Medium, writing keywords. We talked about YouTube ads and how, you know, a good example is, I think you guys are going to see it in one of the Immediate Money webinars. I think I show just a video ad campaign that we did recently. You guys can check out that. Very, very, I mean, in my opinion, very, very easy. Facebook ads is really, really awesome, guys, okay? It's a little bit different. It's a lot different, okay? This is what's cool about Facebook ads, is they give you like these, they're like, no, we ain't giving you any freedom. Here's what we got. Here are the different groups of people. We've done all this research, and here are all the groups of people. Which one of these peoples do you want to, you know, show your stuff to? And you're like, damn, I don't really fit into many of those, right? And so you're like, all right, that one. That's the, you know, that's the audience name, right? Audience name. Interests, you know. So, but you just do, you do that. You're thinking that at the first time because of this. So you run the ad to those pre-picked people, you know, the groups. And once you run that traffic to those peoples, then you create a custom audience based on the people that liked it, like that commented or whatever. Genius, right? The people who engaged with it and liked it, or with Facebook ads video, they got a feature. Check this out, noobs. They got a feature where you can select if someone has watched 25%, 50%, or 75% of the video. Crazy shit. Do you know that when you select over 75%, your audience size gets smaller? Crazy, right? So if you run enough initial traffic and you get it past that, and then you get, you know, enough people sampled, and you tell Facebook, like, nah, I ain't spending any money on anyone who hasn't watched at least 75% of my video. Crazy. So now you create a custom audience, and so that's a sampler, right? It's like a little petri dish. You do a lookalike audience. And Facebook, you say, hey, Facebook, here's my little sample. I spent $200. Take my sample and go find a bunch of other people like this. Crazy. Works better in other niches than others, like some of them, like seized cars, engagements, marriage. They can be trickier than the niches where people are really interested. They are keeping interested in something. One of the best things was the music thing. I hate to say it. Like, musicians never stop being musicians. Or like make money, business people never really stop being, or athletic people, Nutra, don't stop, you know? But sometimes you got like the seized cars. It's like they're looking for a car and then that's it. You know, if they're a consumer, they're a wholesaler, it's a different story, but then you get into B2B anyway. All right, so anyway, so niche is important. I mean, what traffic are you trying to get? You know what I mean? So, so anyway, back to Facebook ads, all right? So, yeah, you create your lookalike audience. You can also import leads, okay? And I don't want to recommend anything that is unethical in this video, but yes, people are basically, other people, I'm not doing this at all, but other people will scrape leads from places. They're very bad people, okay? So they'll go to websites or something, they'll steal the leads and they'll import them into Facebook, targeting all these targeted, super targeted people. But do the ethical thing, do the follow-up, you know, I mean, follow-up, look-alike, all right? Do look-alike audiences, do what I told you to do. That was good advice. Now, with the retargeting campaign, all right, you got this first video. In the videos, the first thing someone would see, it's a giant presentation. It was more time to make this video. It had to be mind-blowing and cool, and the first thing that people see, all right? It's just like in a big, shocking boom, you know, like, and then at the end of the video, it's like, that's right, so check it out. It'll be the best choice you made all year. Bam, right? So it's like that big thing. Now, 24 hours later, that same person, all right? Remember custom audiences, right? Or that's the settings thing. I'm not getting into that right now. Here, concept, please. So, because we'll be here an hour. So, but anyway, the settings are, as you'd long story short, it's like a custom audience, but you're doing time duration. So 24 hours later, then they see another video. It's like, yo, what happened? I thought you were going to check that out. Like, yo, but I know you need help with your dog. You know what I mean? Like, you better, you know, I saw this one ad with this girl and she was like, you don't love me anymore? You know, it was like something like that. So that was the first retargeting ad. Then the next one is, all right, well, I guess I got my answer. Check out all these testimonials. He lost 400 pounds. You know, he did, you know, boom, social proof, right? And then the next one can be like, oh my God, he's getting in, we're closing out, blah, blah, blah. Like, we got this special, but only right now, da, 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 like that. So that would be a retargeting campaign, and they're cheaper, and also they're going to start buying more. So like 70% of your sales come from the retargeting. So you better do retargeting. All right, so anyway, that was a pretty good lesson on traffic, I think. I mean, if anyone has any other questions, I mean, we're going on 38 minutes. I hope that's, I think is that okay with everyone? Well, I hope if you're still here, you're a champion, you're a patriot, and a scholar. Thank you very much. Look, it's hard to come up with everything on the spot, but I'll tell you one thing, guys. I will be coming up with more stuff for you, because I'm just kind of getting to the point where I'm like, wow, I think I went over everything that is in my brain right now, but I'm sure there are more things to go over with you, basically. So I wanted to thank you very much for watching. This is Jamie Lewis of Badass Class. This is a traffic lesson. I tried to really stick to traffic, but a lot of the time we have to take other things into account. We have to take in the environment, the trends, the keywords. We need to what type of customers do we want? We got to think about all that stuff. So I hope this was of value to you. I hope to see you on the webinars live. All right. Remember, implement some of this stuff. Please make me proud. Create a brand. Get that logo done. Boom, boom, boom. Be a superhero, you know. Extrovert. Taking over the internet, you know. And go for the big money. You know what I mean? Go for the big money. I mean, you can make $100, $200, $500. Do little stupid things like with that selling. I don't think we made much money with that Amazon thing. $40, $50. Same thing with that biodiesel thing, $50, right? Do the dog videos. That was a good one. You know what I mean? Whatever your thing is. It could be carpentry. You could do, you know, hey, how to build tree houses or something. But have a how to build tree houses dominate. You'll be #1 in tree houses. How much you want to bet? If you did multiple videos on how to build tree houses, you'd probably be somewhere in that top 10. And I'm willing to bet some money on that. All right? If anyone wants to make bets, if you guys use my instructions, that's why I have all those guarantees and stuff. All right, I'm out of here. I love you guys. All right? I wouldn't be the same without you. And all right, there's something. Hope that came out all right. All right, so we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. You're great. Thank you. Bye.